It's interesting. I was not as familiar with the organization when I had a relationship with another individual who was working with what was then the Development Disability Center. And they were undergoing the change to the name Imagine. And I was, like I said, I was not that familiar with the organization. To me, it symbolizes the possibilities that are out there for individuals of all different abilities in our community. The ability to have them interact with typical people in a manner that allows them to feel included in our society. I originally came to the Imagine Foundation board, as I mentioned before, and the draw was not necessarily to the mission, but to the people with whom I was serving. I had always been interested in meeting Bob Charles and Sandy Bracken and Chuck Sisk and Leona Stecker I knew through local politics, and just some tremendous all-star individuals that were on that foundation board. And so that was kind of selfishly the reason I originally joined. Moving beyond that now, having served, most of those individuals have moved on to other activities. And so I've found it very fulfilling to kind of rebuild that board and attract other individuals that I know that could come and use their talents to help Imagine, and kind of feel the same thing happening now with that I'm on the governing board and president of the governing board. We've seen a lot of turnover, and the ability to put together a team of individuals that can help Imagine meet its goals is fulfilling for me, and helps is my motivation for coming and being involved in this organization. Well, one of my favorite stories is I was in a meeting with Bob Charles and Patty Micklin and Leona Stecker at a foundation meeting. It was a board development subject. And Patty was listing off, well, Don's still here and Leona's still here, and well, Bob's chugging along. And Bob kind of looked askance and let it pass, and we were on to a different subject, and for which Bob made a significant contribution to the conversation somehow. I can't remember exactly what the subject matter was, and then we got quiet again, and Bob pipes up and says, "Pretty good chug, huh?" I just thought was pretty funny. It kind of is exemplary of Bob's dry sense of humor. My hope for the future of Imagine is to continue the legacy of doing better, as I understand it. We were founded around a group of parents who decided that they could do better than what the state was offering, which at that time was mainly institutionalization. And they set on a course, which is now 60 years hence, to do better for individuals that have intellectual and developmental disabilities. And I hope that we can continue to do that. We're going through some big changes with our organization as a result of regulatory changes, and it's gonna set the course on a different path. But I hope that our touchstone and our North Star remains doing the best we can do and setting an example nationwide for how we work with individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities.